I hope you like that little intro with the drop the port anchor, because I did a ton of editing on a couple of different movies and series to capture that whole thing. So I hope you like it. And it sort of brings in the point that this week's episode is going to be mostly about the windlass. For those of you who don't know, windlass is like a kind of like a jack. Honestly, it's just like a winch, but for ours it's motorized. Some are not, some are manual. But anyway, the chain feeds through it. The anchor chain feeds through it and down into the anchor locker, and it just kind of makes it a lot easier to pull up the anchor from the bottom. Sometimes you have a lot of chain out and it's very heavy, so having a windlass is kind of nice. That being said, because of Bob's general construction and that bowsprit that we had redone is big and has kind of hard to fit, so we had to do some customizing and some designing and to get it all to work. So that's in this video. The other thing that's in this video is a cameo from Howdy Bailey and our favorite friend Larry, who does tons of our metal work. And let's see, also while I was waiting for Howdy and Larry to finish up some things, I went with a friend to move his boat from Colonial Beach to down the Potomac to Cohen River Marina. I was able to get some drone footage of that, and I think this is going to be in there. He does do fishing charters, and I did do a little boat tour of that boat, so if you want some information, I will add some kind of information, but you can always reach out to me or ask in the comments about chartering on that boat, fishing charters on that boat. I will hook you up. I can't think of anything else except the subscribers. Thank you for subscribing, you guys. It's awesome. We have 1,250 subscribers as of tonight. That's fantastic. I don't know what to say other than thank you. I did get an email. I want y'all to know. Please keep me posted on how you feel about this. I got an email from YouTube that said I have qualified for their partner program. So I went ahead and enrolled, and basically that means they're going to be putting advertisements in the beginning of our videos. Look, if it's weird or it's just uncomfortable or it just doesn't work for us, fine, we'll take it out. We don't have to do it, but I thought we would try and get your feedback and see what y'all think about that. I don't know when it starts, so I guess that's it. Enjoy this video. Next week's video will have some of Bob coming out of the water. Bob's getting a bow thruster, so that's going to be super exciting. And Dad and I are going to clean the bottom and put on another layer of bottom paint before hopefully relaunching and actually sailing the boat. Windlass refers to any pulley or mechanical system used to shift large weights, and it was invented by the ancient Greek scientist Archimedes. Our windlass is much smaller than that one. This is a Lofrans Tigress Windlass, and we install it right on top of the bowsprit. The first step was trying to figure out how to attach the windlass to the bowsprit. Here, Larry from Howdy Bailey Yacht Services is showing us how to install the windlass on top of a plate that he just made. The plate includes a slight overhang, and that big hole there is so the chain can fall through and down into the chain locker. While I was at Howdy's picking up the plate, he had a really interesting van in the shop. Watch this.
Please, sir, I want some more. Please, sir, I want some.
All right, talk to us, Howdy.
It's a produce truck, and these baskets slide out like this.
Oh man. So is this guy gonna this is yours, this is not yours?
Oh no.
This is a customer's.
Yes.
And he's gonna
You
sell.
think we do anything that goofy?
Yeah, maybe.
We probably would. We're doing this.
That is cool. And you're doing all the stainless?
Aluminum.
Aluminum. Yeah, I don't know the difference. You know me. It's shiny. Yay!
Yeah.
That's amazing. Now, is he going to have refrigeration in this too?
No,
Just produce.
just produce.
What a
It's
good
got two big
idea.
old air conditioners.
I'm going to back up so everybody can kind of really see that. That is cool.
2 air conditioners to keep it cool till they get where they're going, and they open it up and they start selling the product.
Where are they going to be?
Stanton.
Wow. Well, how'd they find you? Or do you know?
Well,
How'd they find Howdy Bailey?
It's a long story.
they called up.
And that's it?
They called somebody we don't know, and they said, go see
That's
Larry
how
and Howdy.
That's how I found you. 2 people.
Uh-huh.
All right, go ahead. Talk to us.
You have to Google Project Grows. It's a great organization in Stanton, Virginia.
Okay. Do they have more than one truck? Is this their first truck?
This is their first truck,
Project Grows.
Project Grows, and this is
Okay.
just another vehicle for them to get their fresh organic produce, out there for people to.
Do they have other things besides produce, like meat?
Nope.
Nope. Because that's
Yeah.
going to be a thing, right? With food going up the way it is,
Nope.
locally grown meats.
No meat, just
Just.
locally grown veggies.
Do you know if they have a website?
They do?
Yeah.
Do you know what it is?
Yeah.
Project
Project Grows.
ProjectGrows.com?
Yeah, you gotta
Okay.
do it. You
There we
gotta
go.
do
Okay, hold on.
And-
And
And they donate a lot.
do they?
Yes.
That's fantastic. So they
Yes,
do a
it
lot of
is.
community outreach too?
Uh-huh.
It's all in an effort to educate young people on the value of eating well.
Know your food, know your farmer, right? Know your farmer, know your
Exactly.
food. Yep.
Uh-huh.
That's awesome.
That's what it's all
Okay.
about.
Actually, really glad we did this, guys, because this is
Neat.
important stuff, right?
It is.
Yeah.
When you go to the website, you'll be like,
Yeah,
Yeah, I will
you
check
won't
it out.
believe it.
I will
It's
definitely check it out. Now, is this just about done? How much more do you have left to do?
several weeks.
Several weeks.
They
Man,
flew in
that's cool.
yesterday to take a look at where it was. And
Are they thrilled?
what?
Of course they're thrilled.
yeah.
Of course they're thrilled. Again.
Well, better put a basket in both of them, Larry, where you can get the full effect.
Oh yeah.
Here.
Lots of laying in bed late at night thinking about how to make it happen. Right?
That's awesome.
So you can walk up there and you've got full
Oh, look,
access.
it's even like tapered.
Right.
Well, that's that way you can have both baskets filled.
That's
And
fantastic.
this whole row is like this.
And
Yes.
they'll have stock in the truck, which they can
Right.
just grab a basket, take this basket out and drop another one in and keep on getting it.
Man, that's cool.
Larry's design.
Of course it's Larry, because Larry can fix anything. Larry can design anything. Larry can fix anything, right? Isn't that? I think I said that in my fuel tanks one. Like I was so scared of fuel tanks, and I was like, oh, Larry can do it. Watch your head. Oh man!
And then that closes it off.
I want that on my horse van. For more information, visit projectgrows.org. In the meantime, I'm headed to the hardware store. The windlass plate has 4 holes for mounting screws that are 3/8 by approximately 10, maybe 12 inches. And then the windlass itself has a 1-inch diameter hole in the middle underneath where the power runs up and through the bowsprit.
A few moments later.
Naturally, Buddy had to come along and help me do some shopping.
The next day.
Okay, so here's the bracket. Here's the placement. The only thing I want to make sure of is that I have enough meat in the actual bowsprit to screw down through. I don't want to be, splintering it off at all. Dad told me to swag it, you guys.
Swag it, yeah.
So then I said, well, what does swag mean?
Scientific wild ass guess.
We need 5 good-sized holes to install the windlass. 1 for the power cord that goes up through the bowsprit, and 4 to hold on the plate. And just like that, the holes are drilled. That big one in the middle is for the power cord. That's 1 inch by 12 inches deep. The 4 others are 3/8 inch by 12 inches deep, and they hold on the plate. So I drilled the hole, and I'm getting ready to tell my dad that I drilled the hole. So I mean, he knows because he was like videoing it, but he doesn't believe anything I do or say. It's like I'm just like this little doll that just talks, makes noise. Pull the string and it makes noise. Okay, hold on. All right. So you remember how you asked me if the hole was deep enough?
Mm-hmm.
And you remember how we were sitting there going, I was going to use the really long one to put through the hole and just measure.
Right.
And you were like, well, how is that going to work? How do you know?
Right.
I know. I now know how I know.
You hit the rope.
Nope.
No? It fell through?
It fell through. So those holes go down through the bowsprit into the deck and down into the anchor locker. This is where the anchor lives. And if you look back there on the right far side, that's the actual anchor chain coming down. So, it's weird to do this out here because of the sunlight. All the holes are drilled, and now I'm going to sort of bathe the walls of the holes in epoxy, just to make sure that if any water intrudes in there, that it doesn't intrude beyond the hole. Off to the hardware store for some very, I hate to say this, but phallic shaped paintbrushes, paint daubers. If you don't know what phallic means, well, I cannot help you. You have to look that one up. Okay, bye. After I coated the holes with epoxy, added a little acetone to help it sort of soak into the wood, I got a Dremel and cleaned up the edges before putting in the screws. While Howdy and Larry were making the screws for the windlass bracket, I decided to go with a friend and help him move his boat. Check this out. Chilly day to help a friend move his boat. The name of the boat is Tom Foolery. It's a fishing boat, but it's also like a really fancy fishing boat. So I gave you guys a little tour. We're headed down to Cohen Marina, the Cohen River, from Colonial Beach, Chespeak Bay, Potomac River area. Yeah, it's a little chilly. The trip from Colonial Beach to Cohen River Marina took about 2 hours. Once we arrived, we got the boat settled, tied it off, and I took a little bit of drone footage of the marina. Enjoy! After that, I went back to Bob and finished the windlass. Okay, so I picked up those long bolts that you see there from Larry, ran back to the boat, and put them on. Once the bolts were put through the bracket, I went down to the anchor locker, climbed inside a really tight space, and put on the nuts and cinched them down. You can see here in the background the wiring harness for the actual windlass as well. Now it's time to wire the windlass.
Look, boys, that was terrible. I'm gonna go outside, I'm gonna have a smoke. When I get back in, you better have the horn section figured out. I can't work like this. Two on and two out.
So, port and starboard. Oh, I'm sorry, up and down. Working on too many projects at the same time. Okay. This is up and down, and this is common. And there'll be foot switches mounted here on the deck where you can do the up and down thing. Yeah.
Eventually.
Okay. Spent most of the day on this, and I'm still concerned about this alignment, but it sure does look okay from here. Anyway, a couple little things I need to tweak tomorrow, but I want to get this video out. So, windlass, ladies and gentlemen.
You did it, sir. Mission accomplished.
If you made it this far, thank you. See you next week.